Hi, welcome to my channel, All Things Joy. And today I'm going to be discussing with you this homeschool life. It's not for everybody, right? But we're going to talk about it today. We are definitely going to talk about it. And just to make sure that I stay on track of my emotions and how I feel about it, I did take a couple notes. And some of the things that, just have my phone, some of the things that we're going to discuss is the curriculum. We're also going to I'm going to look at attitudes, mainly my attitude through this process, discipline, and hoping at the end of the day, these kids get something out of it. So, curriculum. I don't know anything about homeschooling. I didn't even know where to go. If you do a Google search, it's not the best. If you go to the Illinois Department of Education, okay, just whatever. So I had to reach out to someone that I knew that was homeschooling their kids, and she gave me two recommendations. And out of the two, right now, I'm sticking with one of them. It's pretty decent for the most part, but you got to stay on top of your kids. So the kid that I'm homeschooling currently is my 5-year-old. And when I tell you, his attention span is like, it's not even. So now I have him through each core subject. I let him sit for 20 minutes. The timer goes off. He had a 15-minute break, but I learned 15 minutes is a long time for a 5-year-old to have a break because it takes too long for them to settle. Well, too long for my son to settle back down and do the next core thing. So I've been reducing that. But that's the whole thing about homeschooling. You get to know your kids, their shortcomings and all of that. So now he gets maybe 5-7 minute break, maybe longer, depending if I got something to do in between the break. Again, I have not mastered that. Now, some blogs I read that some parents will say like, oh, I set the timer or whatever, and while their kids is doing a lesson for 20 minutes or 25 minutes, that's when I power clean my house. That ain't me. I'm not power cleaning within 20 and 25 minutes. And I'm going to tell you why. I get no reward for power cleaning my house in 20 and 25 minutes. Why am I stressing myself out to clean my house or to do increments of things with, not doing that. Second thing we're going to talk about is attitudes. Okay, when you homeschooling your kid, you got to make sure that you don't have no attitude. And in the beginning, I felt like, oh, okay, yeah, I'm super mom. I can do this. And then I felt like, okay, now I got an attitude. And I'm going to tell you why. How many times do I got to tell you to sit down and focus? And that's one thing too when you homeschool. Not only am I the principal, I'm the vice principal, I'm the dean of students, I'm the disciplinarian, I'm the teacher aide. I'm like all of these things, right, to this poor kid. And unfortunately, like they start to overlap because it's like, oh, how you the principal? How you the teacher? Then all of a sudden I'm in timeout or you getting a little tap tap. Okay. I said a little tap tap. That don't mean that I'm knocking my kid down or whatever, unless the crime fits the punishment. That's something that's something different altogether. But you want to make sure that I'm learning that you definitely need to reward your kids, and apparently they like to be rewarded a lot. Like in my head, I'm like, okay, you did your work. Good job. That's what you're supposed to do. You don't want to be a little idiot, right? I want to be able to have an intelligent conversation with you. So I need you to do these things and maybe a high five. Not, oh, mommy. And that's another thing. My kid wants to eat all through it. We just had breakfast. For example, he had pancakes. He had bacon. He got his orange juice. He got his vitamins. Everything is beautiful. Okay, right after breakfast, we clean the table down and we jump right into homeschool. Not even 32 seconds into the homeschooling program. Mom, can I have a snack? You just ate. And I know doggone well, if you was at school, this teacher is not giving you a snack. My kid in here eating apples. He want Cheerios. He thinking about almond milk. I'm like, see, and that's where that attitude come in, and like that. See, I have to spend a lot of time during this moment, reflecting on being a positive person. For example, when COVID first hit, my pastor, bless his heart, he called to check on me. Well, he texted me and he was like, "How are you coping with COVID?" I said, I'm drinking. He said, you drinking? I said, aren't you all have nowhere to be? I mean, like, pop them bottles. No, let me stop playing. But I did tell him that. I was sipping a little bit, y'all, because I'm just like, a pandemic? Homeschooling? Like, then the riots happened? This is how I was coping through. I really was. But don't worry, y'all. I've been delivered. This is not alcohol. This is iced tea. But I like to play mind games with myself, right? So it's working for me. Don't judge me. It's definitely working for me. And lastly, I want to talk about, I just hope that the things that I'm teaching my son, he actually gets something out of it. I haven't mastered that yet either. Like, testing to make sure that the things that we're going through, that is actually working for him. I do get a chance to look at his deficiencies, and I do go back through the curriculum and say, you know what, you got a 71 on that. Let's go back and refresh that module. Let's look back at it again. But again, like I said, I don't have a degree in education. I didn't get 2 or 3 months to prepare for, this new thing that's happening in the world that you are forcing. Well, yeah, I have no choice to do homeschool. Live instruction didn't work for my family. For my kid, they want my kid to be in front of a screen from 9 o'clock to 3 o'clock. And yeah, they're talking about they're going to give a break, but what they don't understand at that age, he's just not going to sit on the side by himself and just do his work. No, you're asking the parent to sit on the side. And look, I've been through kindergarten. I don't have time to be listening to you with no puppet hand and you in there trying to do the cha-cha slide to get these kids engaged over this phone. I mean, over the TV. I can't. I don't have the patience for it. I just don't. So, with that said, I am very, very interested to hear some tricks that you guys are doing. What are you guys doing as far as homeschooling your kids? Let me know. Leave me a comment. And I'll see you soon on this journey of homeschool. Stay with me, y'all. Stay with me. We're going to get through this. If not, put your kid in the chokehold. Don't put them in the chokehold. Unless the crime fits the punishment. See ya.